Few habits of the wealthy people that no one talks about. Most people think that wealthy or rich people are loud, have big houses, flashy cars, or they wear all this designer clothes, designer bags. Well, let me tell you something. The ones that are true wealthy, they move in silence. And they don't brag about it, they don't flex about it, and most of the time you can't even tell that they are rich. So in this video, I'll walk you through some of the habits that I have seen and I have learned from it. I'm gonna share that with you, how they move quietly behind the scene and they work on themselves. So if you want a long-term wealth, watch the video until the end. Another habit, they track every dollar, what comes in, what goes out. Wealthy people know where their money goes, every dollar, in and out. They don't just hope for their money to grow, they plan for it, okay? They know their net worth, they know their spending, their income streams, they plan all those things. They don't just hope to say my money's gonna grow, right? So that's why investing is very important. Especially you want to invest where you're getting dividends. You want your money to work while you sleep. So try this habit at the end of the week. Spend 10 minutes each week, review what was your income, what was your expenses, what was your investment, and where is your debt, right? That's what is gonna align you with, okay, where do I actually stand with my money? And you're gonna know what's coming in and what's going out. Because awareness for your money is key if you want to get out of this 9-to-5 cycle, if you want to get out of this living paycheck to paycheck. If you don't know what's happening in your account, you can never get out of that cycle. So make sure that you track every dollar that comes in and you spend. And the most important part is, how much are you investing out of it? So another habit is that I've seen and I've learned is they think long-term. Their wealth comes with long-term thinking. They're not looking to get rich quick schemes. They're not looking for the next meme stocks, right? They're looking for how can their investment, grow over time? What will it look like in 10 years or in 20 years? Will this decision I make today for my family in the future will look like, right? How can I build something that lasts, that I'm not regretting? So they're looking for those type of investments. They're not looking for meme stocks like AMC or GME. They're playing the chess game while rest of us or the rest of the world is playing checkers. So what can you do? Simple shift in mindset is, when next time you're making a money move, ask yourself, will the future me thank me for this investment or the decision I'm about to make, or am I going to regret? You should get your answer. Another habit that I have learned is they build multiple income sources. They don't just rely on one income and one job. That's not security, right? They might continue to do their 9-to-5, but they own a rental property. They invest into dividend stocks. They sell a digital product, or they have a side hustle. They have a small business, right? They don't depend on just one paycheck. They build income that doesn't need their time. So small habits can really change your day-to-day thinking. Just pick 30 minutes a day, learn something new, sell an online product. AI is readily available. You can do so much, especially with the digital products, or start a side hustle, start a small business. Look at what your hobbies are. Is there a need in your community for something that you can actually tackle it, and also at the same time make money out of it? And when you have side hustles and you're making more than from your 9-to-5, that money, that's where you want to invest, whether it's a rental property or whether you're investing into stocks, into ETFs that are growing when you are sleeping, right? So you don't need to be a genius. You just need to be intentional. Another habit, and this one really actually hits home for me, and I try to apply it as much as possible. They stay humble and curious. Wealthy people ask questions. They stay open. They keep learning. They don't act like they know everything, right? They hire coaches. They read books. They learn from their mistakes. So they understand. The more you know, the more you realized you didn't know, right? And they're not trying to prove to anyone anything. And what I found easy habit was just reading a couple pages a day, listening to a podcast, and while you're cooking, while you're driving, or folding a laundry, just listen to listen to podcasts, especially that are on finance creators, right? Not the ones that brag about it, but the ones where you can actually learn something and apply in your real life. Because wealthy people don't stop learning. That's why they stay wealthy. That was the line that I always wanted to, try to remember, that I need to keep learning, whether it's the market, whether it's, the coding that I work on. So anything that I'm doing, I continuously every day try to improve, try to learn something, because that's why we've seen that they keep growing, because they never stop learning. And this one was also a pretty eye-opening and tough for me. So they say no a lot. And I was the type of person who said yes a lot. Even if it was at the cost of my own time, I said yes. Saying no was very difficult for me. So this one is very, very powerful, because they protect their time and money. They're not afraid to say no. No, I'm not going out tonight, or no, I don't need to upgrade my car, or no, I don't need that big house. They're not cheap, they're focused. They say no to the short-term fun in order to have a long-term freedom. So what I would say is, try this. Before you agree to spend time or money, ask yourself this question: is this moving me forward or pulling me off my track? You should get your answer, right? That's how you build discipline, and that's how you build wealth. This one is very important, and this is the last that I'm gonna go over. They invest consistently. Wealthy people invest, period, no question. Not once a while, not when they feel like it. They do it consistently. They don't try to time the market. They don't panic when prices, go down. They understand that time in the market beats trying to be perfect, okay? Even if it's just $50, $20, do it every single month. Build this habit, set it up for automatically to come out of your account, and invest into low-cost ETFs, and forget about it. Let it compound. You will be surprised how little amount that you start with, over time, how much it can compound. So invest consistently. Don't do it just because you feel like it, and don't try to time the market. Just continue to invest. So let's recap all the habits that we went through. You want to live below your means. You want to track every dollar. You want to think long-term. Don't think short-term. Don't look at those quick rich schemes, okay? And you want to build multiple incomes. Don't just rely on one income. Stay humble and curious. Keep learning. There's so much to learn out there. And say no often, okay? Don't try to say yes and please people. Say no. Invest consistently. Very, very important. Make sure you start, even if it's $10, $20, because these habits won't make you look rich, but they will eventually make you rich without the stress, without the show off. So let me ask you, what is the one habit that you're gonna start from today? leave it below in the comment. Let me know which habit you are gonna start from today on. If you like the video, please do like, subscribe, and leave a comment for more real money talk without the hype and everything, because the real freedom doesn't need to be loud. So I'll see you in the next one.